I'm trying for the first time to record from my Dell board, so I think this is going to work. This is going to be a drawing of a winter penguin, similar to this. So you can add your details how you want them. But I'm going to share my screen and do it from my document reader, and hopefully this will come through. So this is really for my first grade classes, for when you have a substitute this week. For some of the classes, I did the first step for you, but I'm going to show you from the beginning. So let me share this, and hopefully this will work. Okay, so this is from my document reader. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to go about a hand's width down from the top. And if I already did this step for you, you don't need to do this, but from about a hand, you're going to make a little dot right in the middle of your paper. And from that dot, that's where you're going to draw your heart shape. Now, remember, it's not a full heart. It's only going down about 3 fingers apart. It's not going to close because we're going to see the scarf underneath our penguin. So if that's already there from you, you're going to start from this next step. So next, you're going to do your eyes and your beak. Most of you have already practiced this penguin. So you're doing eyes that are about the size of your thumbprint. And again, you can do very cartoonish eyes, and you can show the reflection in your eyes. Hopefully everybody's doing this with a pencil. You can go back and add the Sharpie later. You can do very cartoonish eyes. You can do eyes like we've done before. You can add an eyelid. You can add eyelashes, however you want to do your eyes for your penguin. When that's done, you're going to go ahead and do your beak. You can start with a V shape and then close it with the rainbow line. If you have areas that you need to fill in with a Sharpie, you don't need to fill that all in with your pencil. If you're doing the reflection lines, remember you're drawing your 2 small circles, and then you're filling in the black all around. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and draw our horizontal line for our hat. We go a little bit wider than our heart. Remember, you can pause this video as needed. We're going to do a horizontal line, then 2 very small vertical lines, and then go ahead and close it with a horizontal. So that's the base of our hat. So you can go ahead and do like a beanie hat. If you want to do something more like an elf hat or a Santa hat, you can certainly go ahead and do that. Just make sure it's big enough so that you're going to be able to cut that out at a later time. Today we're just drawing, but you will be cutting these eventually. So from there, I'm going to go to the edge of my hat, and I'm going to mimic the line from my heart. So I'm going to follow that same curve, going down to about the same area. And then I'm going ahead and doing another horizontal line that closes those shapes. If your heart lines don't go down far enough, or your outside lines don't go down far enough, go ahead and connect those. From there, we're going to add our 2 vertical lines. Go ahead and close that. That is for our penguin scarf. Next, you need to decide how wide you want your penguin. Maybe a skinny penguin, maybe a fat penguin. Go ahead and add a body shape. I am leaving enough room on the sides and enough room at the bottom for feet and for flippers. We're going to add a smaller area in the middle for our penguin's belly. If you want to add the lines for where the scarf crisscrosses, you can go ahead and start with an L shape. Close that with a diagonal. I'm going to do another one, although you don't have to, starting with an L shape and closing again with a vertical or diagonal. And you can add tassels at the bottom if that's something you want to add. Last couple parts of our penguin are flippers. You can keep it very simple and you can do oval, kind of stretched out ovals. If you want to make them a little more pointed near the end, more like a pointed flipper, you can do that as well, whatever is easier for you. Same thing with the feet. If it's easier for you just to do a sideways oval, that's fine. If you want to make it look more like webbed feet, you can add that, oops, that zigzag line there. My foot's a little deformed, but that's okay. Last but not least, if you want to leave your scarf plain and just one color, that is fine. Or if you would like to add stripes, you are welcome to add stripes to your scarf as well. And I'm going to use my same pattern here to create a pattern up here at the top of my hat. Alrighty. So when you're done with all of those pencil lines, you can go ahead and outline with Sharpie. Erase your Sharpie line, erase your pencil lines when you're done with that, please. And then you're going to use two materials today, and I forgot to get them. So I'm walking across the room. Or you're using a black crayon for your penguin's body. So when you go, it was red day when I did this. I don't normally wear all red. But please make sure when you're coloring your penguin's body, if you're not sure where to color, please ask. But you're coloring out here, and I'm just doing this lightly. You're coloring out here, the little V formed by the heart shape, coloring on the outside, coloring on the outside of the belly, and then the flippers. So the white of the belly is here, it stays white, and the inside heart shape stays white. Now, just a reminder, when you're using your crayons, it's best to press nice and hard to outline. Please outline the shape that you're coloring. So I'm going to outline that V shape on all sides. And then when you go in there to color, you're trying to stay all in the same direction. So I plant my wrist and I'm using short up and down strokes. If it's easier for you to do side to side strokes, that's a possibility also. So if you want to try to plant your wrist and go side to side, that's fine too. But oops, I do that all the time. I'm pressing hard. I'm pressing nice and hard to outline. And then I'm using up and down strokes, short up and down strokes to fill in. So you want to try to fill in all of those white spots. So black crayon for the penguin body, please. And then you may use the Skinny Mr. Sketches to fill in the pattern for your hat and scarf. Again, I'm always outlining my shapes first. So whatever your pattern is going to be, you're outlining, filling in, outlining, filling in, okay? But yes, you may use your markers, the Skinny Mr. Sketch markers, to finish this off. And for those of you who are here without me, these baskets of Skinny Mr. Sketch markers are back on the shelf by the skeleton head, where that is on the back shelf. So let me see if I can show you that. Crayons, I'll have a basket of crayons for you when you need that. And you're looking to finish your penguin all of your penguin except for the white spots. And you can, again, choose which color you'd like your beak. If you want to add, the colored part of the eyes, around the eyes, you can certainly add the colored part. That's called the iris part of your eyes. Okay. All right, let me switch my share screen here, stop share, and then let's see if I can point this camera. If you look way in the back, see that skeleton head? Those markers are can't really point to it, but those markers are way over here. Okay. All right. That's all I have for you. Good luck doing your penguins, and I will see you next art class. And if I don't see you before Christmas, have a very, very Christmas. Bye, guys.